Hey guys, Katie Lamb here. Hope you're having an awesome day today. So today I'm talking about the 7 reasons to use Siteground. They're the best domain host. So I've used them for a few years now, and I swapped over from Bluehost. I wasn't really that happy with Bluehost at the time. I remember I didn't get much help with the customer service, and I remember my website had gone down quite a bit, and I was looking around for who to swap over to, and I spoke to friends. I was recommended Siteground. I did a little bit of research and swapped over. It's super simple, and I've never looked back. So now I'm going to go into the reasons why you should use Siteground yourself and give you the reasons why it is the best. So number 1 is Siteground's prices are really affordable. Just going to show you that in a bit more detail now. So on their main page now, so they've got their startup plan, which is only $3.95 a month. And this is the same price whether you buy 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months, which I really like here because a lot of the other domain hosts will only give you the cheap deal if you lock yourself in for the really lengthy plan, like sort of 2 years you have to buy to get like the cheap price. But with Siteground, you get the cheap price regardless of if you sign up for a month or a year or even longer. And that gets you one website, 10 gigs of space, or you can go for the Grow Big plan, which is only $5.95 a month and gets you unlimited websites, 20 gigs of space, and a bit more, allows you to have more visitors monthly. And Go Geek is $11.95 a month, unlimited websites, 30 gig of space, and obviously allows you having more visitors. There's loads of benefits that we're going to go through a little bit later in the video. Obviously, the more you pay, you get like a little bit more with your package. But overall, they're super affordable, whether you're starting up sort of in the middle or whether you're growing as a business. And the second reason to use Siteground, the best domain host, is Siteground has exceptional customer service. And I can definitely vouch for this. Being sort of quite untechy, and I find quite a lot of things difficult in regards to making my website look good and making sure it's working well. I need to ask questions sometimes, and I know you can look stuff up on the internet, but it's kind of nice to talk to a real person sometimes who will help you straight away, and there's no waiting around getting frustrated like you can do with some other domain hosts. So just going to swap over, show you some stats now. As you can see, so on average in the industry, the first reply is nearly 8 hours. So Siteground reply in 8 minutes or less, and I can say it never takes 8 minutes to get a response for them. They're like within a few minutes every single time. You can see they're topping the charts here compared to other hosts. They literally are the fastest to reply on their tickets, and they take it a step further. They overstaff their support to ensure you never have to wait, and I can vouch for this as well. I've never had to wait when I put in like a chat ticket. Like I said, maybe a minute and that's it. The staff are knowledgeable, capable of answering your questions, unlike other hosts such as GoDaddy or EIG brands like Bluehost and HostGator that offers too many low quality services for their staff to keep up with. And this is the problem I came across as well. Like I said, when I used Bluehost, I couldn't get answers to my questions sometimes, and I just used to go onto the chat and then just get frustrated because they would go round the houses and not answer my question, and so I'd be on chat with them for ages and they just couldn't answer my questions. This never happens with Siteground. I've always had my questions answered. It says they solve issues in 5 minutes, fast resolution times. I can vouch for this as well. As soon as you get connected with an agent, you have access to their full name and picture, their star rating, and any inquiries they've answered. And another reason you should be using Siteground, the best domain host, is it offers superior security for your blog or website, which is needed these days. Just having a look at some of their security benefits on the website. They have a custom WAF, web application firewall, so they constantly write new security rules for that. They have an AI anti-bot system, so that's effectively blocking millions of security threats each day, and each of your websites gets a free SSL certificate. And what I really like as well is they give you a free daily backup copy of your website, which other domain hosts don't do this. So say if something did happen to your website and it just disappeared, you wouldn't maybe have a backup copy and you might lose things. With Siteground, you will never completely lose content from your website. You can always restore it to the day before or a time in the past. And another reason to use Siteground, the best domain host, is Siteground has superior uptime technology. Some domain hosts might let your website go offline for an amount of time. You might not know about it, and this might cause you to lose leads and sales when people visit your website if it's offline. This will rarely, if ever, happen with Siteground, and I can vouch for this. And I found some research by another guy. He tracked his uptime with Siteground, and as you can see, it's 99.999% up over the month. So they use like a superior uptime technology, and they use Linux containers, proactive server monitoring, secure account isolation, etc. to make sure their servers are up, and as a result your site is always up and online. And he even says some web hosts guarantee the 99.99% uptime, but they fail to deliver, and I can vouch for that as well. But Siteground hasn't let me down. Just going to go on to their page now. So they use a proactive monitoring system. So our in-house created server monitoring system is another work of art by the Siteground DevOps team. So extremely lightweight, and it checks the server status every 0.5 seconds. If any issues are detected, they fix them immediately, and it's also programmed to foresee and prevent a multitude of problems, which is awesome. So they're always on the ball, always making sure your site is online. And another reason Siteground, the best domain host, is that they offer excellent site loading speed. So this is so important for your website or blog, because if someone visits and the page doesn't load, we've all been there, you're just going to bounce off, go somewhere else and get bored and probably not go back. So I'm going to show you some of the features of their super fast hosting. I won't go through everything, but they offer a lot of features to help with speed of your website. But I'm going to show you a couple that stood out for me. Their Super Cache and SG Optimizer plugin. So these are exclusive to Siteground customers only. So this lets you increase the number of visits to your website at any given time. So this means your website always loads faster in case you have like a sudden burst of people coming to your website, which is going to happen at some point. Enable Siteground Super Cache and give your site hyper speed power. So it gives your website 4 times faster, makes it a 4 times faster website, up to 100 times more hits, enable multiple caching levels and multiple application optimized. That's super awesome. And one-click Cloudflare CDN. So WordPress actually recommends using a content delivery network such as Cloudflare in the WordPress speed optimization guide. So Cloudflare CDN caches your website's content and then distributes it over various data centers across the world. This will help everything move that little bit faster. So that's another great feature. So it's super easy to set up in your account and turn that on. And some bonus reasons to use Siteground, the #1 domain host, is that Siteground migrates your site for free, which if you're not super techy, that is really helpful. They will literally do it in like under an hour. So all you have to do is jump on the chat, which you can get on straight away, and they will do it for you right away and talk you through anything you need to do. Siteground is recommended by WordPress. They have an active, informative blog, so there's loads of helpful information on there that is updated regularly, which can again be really helpful, especially if you're new to building your own website. And they offer support when you're launching your new site. So this is really valuable stuff, especially when you're a newbie. And even when you're more experienced, you need that security of having a domain host that is really looking after your best interests and looking after the security of your website. Just the last look at their platform here, crafted for easy website management. So they're trusted by 2 million domains already. So reliable web hosting, managed WordPress hosting, high performance WooCommerce hosting. So if you have your online store, and cloud hosting. So easy and fast website building, free and smooth website transfer, and lots of collaboration tools on offer there for you. So that's it for today. Your 7 reasons to use Siteground, the best domain host in my opinion. I've given you all the reasons there why I think it is great. And like I said, I've used it for a couple of years now. I really have no complaints about it at all. But at the end of the day, only you can decide whether it's right for you. If you want to try it out for yourself, I'm going to drop a link below where you can sign up to Siteground, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is really awesome. So you can try it out risk-free. If you haven't done already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I put new videos out.